chakra, chakra 7. I thought we'd look at some of the opportunities for healing practices in this area, and then take a look at some affirmations that we might want to bring in place that can support us. It's a deep dive. There's not a lot of people that get to this level. They kind of abandon it when we get into the heart, or they abandon it when we get into that notion of thy will, not my will, where thy will becomes my will. They go, whoa, I'm out of here. So if you're with me, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for maintaining your curiosity of how this all works for you. Because that's basically what it is. It's the awareness of what is, what's contrasting. What is it that, you've got to really unconnect the dots on. And it's worthwhile. It's worthwhile taking a look at that and taking a look at how our former days and years and ancestry has impacted us in a way that may work or not work. And we don't really know that it works until we test drive it, until we become aware of it and say, is this jacket still working for me? Is this the new style? Even is this the new trend? There's a lot of people walking around in this day with the situation saying, just ride it. This too will pass. This too will pass. This too can't pass. This too, in my opinion, this too is here to stay. Is here to stay. And because I think it's important, even as I have total respect to my former, my grandmothers, my great-grandmothers, my great-great-great-great-grandmothers, my great-grandfathers, my great-great-great-grandfathers. That I can't drop the ball. I don't want to drop the ball on the work that they did. For the reform of the white woman. Now it's even more important that I stand for all of humanity, to have the privilege that I have had without even systematically being aware of the degree of that and the degree of harm that continues. So in my awakening within my body, it allows me to awaken within my world, which is really, really important because that's called evolution. We go up this path that we've gone up in evolution. And now we come back down in involution, and we see how we've reacted, how we've acted, how we've been in action or taken absolutely no action. And we connect those dots as we come back, because we take this with us. Oh, truth bumps all over my body. We take this with us in our reconstruction, our remembering, our repatterning. And we put structure to it. We disassemble. We disallow those thoughts. We clear that dis-ease in our body. Any contraction that we hold for a person, place, or thing, situation, experience, any contraction within us is a dis-ease. And if we don't work with the dis-easement in our body, it manifests. Because this is the manifestation route. And it manifests, and it manifests, and it manifests. So those free radical cells that we didn't work with, those other cells that perhaps are looking to create their own consciousness and community within this vessel, that's what a tumor is. It's a consciousness. I've worked with it. I've worked with my own level of consciousness within this vessel, my body. My body. my precious, precious organism that I call my body. So then we can look at affirmations. There's a reason why affirmations and journaling, gratitude journals are good, because that's where we start taking the pen to paper, the digits to phone, where we're creating those new habits, those new thought forms. We're even looking at new thought forms. That's why I love pulling the cards for an offering, and I do it even in the morning in my private practice. I pull a card because it allows my thoughts to be on that really beautiful and curious side. And I can write from there. I can say how I relate to that, or something I don't relate to that, or I might even want to look up a word in the dictionary, on dictionary.com. It's one of my fun things to do, to learn a new word or find the full expression of that word in the Oxford Dictionary, or even in the new Wikipedia, because it's just a new form of somebody's thoughts, and become more clear on mine. Let's bring our feet to the floor, get ready to ground center in line, and allow that curiosity today. Allow that. I'll read you a couple of the affirmations here that ring true for me. Divinity resides within me. And that's my beacon this year, divine living. That's when I'm not sure what to do today, I bring it in. If I want more clarification on a decision that I'm making, I bring it in. I let it be my lighthouse, my beacon. I am open to new ideas. I'm open to looking at I'm open to looking at the situation in a new way. Is also one of my new ones for this year too. Information I need comes to me. I'm on the receiving. I'm opening that receiving portal. The world is my teacher. What is happening in the world today is my teacher. Whether it's, including all in, environmentally, if we want to look at it physically, mentally, emotionally, and relationally, keeping that 4 quadrant and everything, that's our whole beingness. That's our whole worldness. How is the world showing up today, and how do I need to show up to my world, as the world is my teacher and I am the student? I am guided by my higher power. That keeps me in my alignment. What is the question my higher power is asking of me right now? How do I want to show up? What action do I want or need or choose to take? Because the last affirmation that I want to share with you this morning before we go into our ground centering lining is, I am guided by my inner wisdom, my insight, my 1,000-petal lotus. And if you like those affirmations for this moment in time, this moment, this present moment that I chose to ring those through to you, chime the bells, get your attention, then take them, try them on. Divinity resides within me. I am open to new ideas. Information I need comes to me. The world is my teacher. I am forever a student. I am guided by higher power, my higher power. I am guided by inner wisdom. And higher power as in God, Source, Creator, Father, Sky, Universal Forces. Whatever that is for you. Take it and change it in a way that it works. It's just step 1 in the process. And even write to it. What does that mean? Get clear for you. Turning on all our sensories, engaging our deep diaphragmatic breath. Allowing those tree roots to go down to the center core of the earth. Or or that etheric line, both, all a superhighway down to that crystalline core. Take a little bit of time, if it's right now, just to feel the coolness of the rocks and the slate and the sand, allowing that to go down into the molten. Get your toes and your feet a little warm as you fluidly fly through the molten down to that crystalline core. And receive with permission the beautiful hurts of Mother Earth. Let her know she's always got an open door to your vessel to bring in her Earth's energy to ground and center and align with you at this time. Always. Bring it up into the legs and the knees and the calves, and into the pelvis and the hips, into the lower abdomen, putting your hand there to engage your deep diaphragmatic breath. Bring it up through the central channel, filling every space and every cell, up into the chest. Allow a beautiful inhalation as we exhale with noise. Open up the wings and stretch out the fingertips and bring them to the earth, and allow anything that does not serve you to fluidly move through the body and out your fingertips back into Mother Earth. The intention is to consent to heal, permission to heal whatever needs to be healed in this moment in time. Breathe in that Mother Earth energy up into the gateway, and smile as we bring it up into the higher unseen areas that may offer us, or should offer us, curiosity and inner sight and wisdom. As we prepare to bring the body into centering, we allow the Mother Earth energy to come out the top. Tap it, Sahasrara, portal. Open that portal and allow that Mother Earth energy to flow down the body 360 degrees. I often feel like it's like a wind gently blowing on my body that allows me to feel that sensory on the nerve endings. And come into that alignment, that centering. Allow the body to rock back and forth and front and back as we tune into, or we call into that hera line, into the central core of the earth, and up through the perineum, the sushumna. That's the spine as well, the sushumna, and into the neck and out the top, into past the solar system, past the galaxies, into the universe and the cosmos. This fine superhighway is now extended from the central core of the earth through your body, out through to divine source, creator, God, higher self, super consciousness, universal forces. Align that with permission. Allow the golden white light of divine energy to flow down that superhighway and enter into your body, my body, into the bodies of all beings with that beautiful, illuminant, golden white light energy. Ooh. It's fun to even bring your hands over your face and pause and feel the energy from your hands on your face, not even needing to touch it, just allowing it to feel. If you feel inclined, you can even move your hands down, not even touching it. See if you can feel how you are actually smoothing your lines of energy. It's one of the first things that I do when I'm working with a client, is to smooth their lines of energy. Just like if you were petting a cat or a dog, you don't want to go this way. You want to go downward towards Mother Earth, because Mother Earth will take the static from your field. And you can just simply take it and direct it into Mother Earth to release whatever little static you might have accumulated on your hands. See if you can feel the sensory of that. And come into our So-Hum for 2 minutes as we take it into our mantra meditation and become at peace with the peace. Become at peace with the peace. Engaging the deep diaphragmatic breath, making sure that it's still there. The breath is a pranic highway as well. The breath has the ability to take us places we've never been before. And once we engage the breath, that beautiful deep diaphragmatic breath, one slow breath, it's like you're pouring oil. Breathing in, so. Breathing out, hum. Breathing in, so. Breathing out, hum. No pause. No jerks. No noise. And no judgment. Find the stillness. If a thought comes up, just put it on the train. Put it in a bubble. Thank you so much for being here with me today. As I prepare to go into my sacred practice, my yoga philosophy, work with my edges, I'm going to stand at the top of my mat. My resolve is the world is my teacher, and I am a student. Always the student. Show me. Show me. I'm asking, what do you want me to do? Gently, pain-free. I've also asked that you can ask for pain-free. Devotion. Devotion, modest and fragrant, it gives itself without seeking for anything in return. A devotion that keeps concentrated and silent in the depths of the heart, but manifests in acts of service and obedience, is more powerful, more true, more divine than any shouting and weeping devotion. A devotion that keeps concentrated and silent in the depths of the heart, but manifests in acts of service and obedience, is more powerful, more true, more divine than any shouting and weeping devotion. For this it rings true for me, and raising my children as a single parent. There was some resentment, I know, in the separation. And my children became my devotion. In yoga, it's called bhakti, Bhatki, bhakti. And it was a concentration. And then it was in silent, in my depths of me, of my heart. And it was all many, many acts of service. And my obedience to my practice, to maintaining, my mantra was to create a loving foundation for life. And my question was, what would love do here? Have a mantra and have a question. They were my teachers. I was a student. Always a student. And with that, be the student today. Let the world show you what it needs. Hope to see you tomorrow. Make it a great day. I love you.